Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me. What up? What up? What up? What up? Yo, yo, good to the good people. What's up with the good people out there? Mall high salute, mall high salute. Make me some tea real quick. Try to get my voice back. Get my voice back, Jack. How you guys doing today, man? I hope everybody's blessed. So, mall high salute. So I looked back. I had looked back on my content, right? And I had did a video back in the day, and it was about Sureños and is the Oldies from East Denver Sureños. And some fool started arguing with me about this. He started arguing with me about if the Oldies from East Denver, if they're actually Sureños or not. And he really, I don't know, I don't even think he's from Denver, but he started telling me, yeah, bro, we got a clique over here and out here in Cali, and the Oldies from Denver, they're from a Sureño clique. What up, what up? What's cracking with it, man? Mall high salute. Hope everybody's good. Now, let me break this down like this, bro. There's about 4 or 5 Chicano hoods in East Denver, homie, that are straight Raza, right? Straight Chicano. Shout out to all them fools, original homies. Now, I'm gonna say like this: let's go back to the original homies, right? You had the Curtis Park boys, fool. If you know anything about East Denver, you know the OGs from Curtis Park boys. That's the one of the oldest cliques probably to go back. And back in the day, them fools, they were in the projects by Curtis Park, and them fools actually were probably the only, I would have to say, if there was any racial tensions, them fools went to war with the brothers over there, the black fools, right? Later down the road, you have some fools called the Curtis Park Boys, and then you have the fools, the Deuce Five Raiders, right? That was a smaller clique of Chicano fools. You have the ESGs, you have the Odies, you have the Horsemen, and the Chicky 30s, right? All probably the Chicano cliques and the hoods in the east side. But not one of them actually are Sureños at all. I don't want to argue about this. We didn't have Sureños in Denver ever. We didn't have a presence. We didn't have Sureño. The essays never hit the hood because the hood was too strong. They would have actually probably got to warring with the Sureños in the east side. So they never had a presence. That was probably one of the hoods that really kept it all Denver, homie. If you really want to know, East Denver was probably one of them hoods that pushed Denver over everything. Eastside Denver didn't really allow anybody to come in the hood at all from anywhere and set up shop. When the Compton Crip Riders came from California, homie, the CCR front hoods, East Denver went to war with these fools, the Crips and the Odies, bro. So Eastside Denver was probably one of them areas that you were not going to just come and set up shop if you were from anywhere else. That's why we had a lot of proud because we kept it Eastside Denver, homie. Nobody was going to come set up shop and not have any issues, right? Other parts of the Denver metro, I can't speak for everybody, homie, but you had Cali presence hit that shit and try to set up shop in different areas. That's why you got Crenshaw Mafia, and you have different parts of Colorado that got Sureños and Norteños, homie, right? But East Denver had pride about East Denver. That's what it was. None of the Crip hoods in East Denver took under Cali anything. All the Crip hoods in Denver, East Denver, are originally 30 block and all the blocks from East Denver. Project Crip into the 30s, right? Those are all Denver original sets. None of them fools are Harlem 30s or none of that shit. A-Tray Gangsters, none of that shit, homie. 40s, 60s, anything from 5-Tray, any neighborhood or gangster car at all. They are all kept at original 30 Avenue, homie. That's what it was. And everybody in East Denver will tell you that. This is original East Side Crippin', East Denver. The Odies, they were original East Side Denver, homie, represented East Side Denver. There was no Sureños to actually make them fools bang anything. And they won it because they have pride in being from East Side. The Odies, they carry that big O. The reason why people get it misconstrued, all you people that be talking and really arguing, you argue with Savage about Odies being Sureños. The only reason why that was even anything is because in the penitentiary in the early 2000s, some OGs from Odies that were doing life sentences started messing with Sureños. That's why. They made their little homies, and only a certain handful of Odies actually took under with the Sureños, because a lot of East Side Denver fools, homie, just represented East Side Denver. When they hit the penitentiary and fools called that shot, not all the Odies went under Sureños, homie. Only a certain handful, because I know some Odies that would never do that because it was East Side Denver over everything. You understand that? And one big reason why the Odie started messing with these fools, because Odie 13s, that's what they used to call them. If you guys recall, there used to be a Odie 13, right? But why do you think now a lot of Odies bang Trace 7 Avenue, 37 Avenue, 3700? Because they kind of got away from that identity, and they're all from the 37s, bro. All the threes over there. They're all from Golden Gate, High, Ray Street. But they never were Sureños because we didn't have Sureños in the East Side. I'm sorry to say that. That's why when you see East Side Denver fools, bro, we're totally different than a lot of fools in the town. We got our own stilo. We got our own way. We dress a certain way. We do our own thing. We don't magnetic to nobody. East Side Denver was all known for that shit. We were known to be the fools that resist against anybody that was out there. East Side Denver, we have a history for not being very friendly to any outsiders. If you're not from the East Side, we don't really have love, because reality is nobody likes the East Side, homie. Everybody hates the East Side. From fools from Montbello to Aurora to the West Side to the North Side to the South Side, nobody likes the East Side was the most hated hood in Denver, Colorado. We had it from everybody. So we kind of had to have that mindset. If it's not the East Side, we don't have nothing for you. And that's the bottom line. I guarantee no Sureño clique from the East Side. If you're really from East Side Denver, no Sureño clique is ever gonna say, oh, we follow the suit with the Sureños, homie. That's somebody outside of Denver trying to talk about something they don't know out here. The only reason why you might have that misconstrued is because some of the Sureños in prison told the OGs from Odies they had to ride with the Sureño car because it was Odie 13s. They used to bang Odie 13, and because of the 13, some of the Sureños were tripping over that shit. And not all the Odies actually went and started riding with Sureños. You don't have the same stilo. You don't have the same views. You don't have, like, East Side Denver fools don't act like Sureños. The Odies don't act like essays, homie. The Odies don't act like these fools that you see in California. So they would never even know what that shit even means. It's a whole different story in a ball game. And another thing is, Odies, for the most part, a lot of their real riders, homie, were real life riders. So they ain't gonna take no orders from nobody, homie. That fools was all riders, and they were putting in a lot of work. So shout out to the real ones, homie. Original East Side Crippin'. Hell yeah, homie. That's what it was. That's why when you look at the roots of shit, bro, like real shit, East Side Denver was resistance to everything, bro. There was only one set of Crips that came to the East Side, homie, that right, and they had any type of success, and that was CCR front hoods, Compton Crip Riders, bro. Them fools were on 29th and Arapahoe Street. They're the only ones that you can actually say, what if Big Cousin was cracking with a Marada? You can honestly say them fools was still in the hood. But you know what happened with that? Even the Odies and the Treys, they actually went to war with CCRs at one time, bro. They got a lot of baggage. They got a lot of shit coming for them fools because they posted in the projects, and a lot of fools didn't like that shit. But I could say I'm proud to hear that somebody stood up to that shit because fools set up they shop, they'll take over a whole hood, especially being from the land. We see it all the time. These fools be trying to emulate what these fools bring in their neighborhoods. Now you're gonna say this. Oh yeah, but Crippin is a California thing, right? People are gonna say that shit. But I promise you this: when Crippin hit the Denver Metro and the head honchos of the keyways out here, they kept it all original 30. Ain't no California food could actually go to there and switch that shit up. And they've been on the yard with a lot of Cali fools, and ain't nobody came over there and told them how to change their projects and made them dictate to another aspect because the East Side Denver wasn't going for that shit. But even before that, there was already East Side Denver fools banging Brick Cities, the OG Poppers, homie, Trey Deuce Posse, Trey 7, all them fools, homie, original East Side Denver before Keyways and Damus even hit. So that's what it was. That's why I be laughing when fools say, oh, if you were over here, you can't do that. Ain't nobody made them change, though. Nobody, and don't tell me, oh, that's not our backyard, but you have main homies out here on the penitentiary yards and never could make them fools change because they were never gonna bow down to no one, homie. That's just the reality, bruh. What up? What's cracking with you, Brody? Homies always set up shop in South Denver. Yeah, and I'm not talking about that. Denver, definitely. Like I said, East Side Denver, never, homie. That, like I said, other parts of Denver maybe, but East Side Denver was always known to have a resistance against anybody coming in the hood. If you came in the hood, it doesn't matter if you was from Cali, Chicago, Mississippi, Memphis, New York. You come into the hood back in the day, bro, you gonna get some shit on your helmet. They gonna trip on your ass. That's why when them real Cali fools came and tried to push their politics, they had a war on their hands, and some of them fools dropped over that shit. Some of them fools got some of their homies chipped off because they tried to set up shop in the East Side. Now, I can't speak for every part of Denver, but East Side Denver, I know for a fact you wasn't coming to the hood trying to set up shop. You might get your shit busted. And there was many fools that and I'll say, because I got a lot of homies from CCR, homie front hoods. They had a war on their hand. The East Side Denver didn't let them fools have peace. They didn't let their homies come over there in the project and just sit there comfortable. They had fools from every East Side car tripping with them fools. And you got to say they're battle prone though, because they still was over there, but they had situations on their hand, homie. That's why there would never be no bloodset in East Denver, because the Bloods go over there, and the main fools that were over there, the ones that were riders, bro, that were born in the East Side on 27th in California, the fools you hear, they try to set up shop in the East Side, but the East Side always had a resistance. We're going to keep original gangs over here. You're not setting up shop. And what happened? They were forced to move to the West Side and form their hoods because they could not be in the East Side trying to set up new politics and this and that. Nah, hell no. That's just not how it goes. It was just CCR. Yeah, they was over there, homie. Like the original family was over there, bro. I know some of them CCRs because Brick City, we're all from the Brick City projects. 2700, 29th, 25th, all the way to 30th, bro. Those were all Brick City. Like we were all project babies, bro. And a lot of them CCR fools, they were over there, bro. And they represented Brick City. That's why when it comes to Project Crippin, I can honestly say that's the riders, bro. I went to the penitentiary, and a lot of the CCR show us a lot of love. I got some real good relationships with Front Hood Compton Crip. Some of them fools, they ride. When the shit popped off with different hoods, bro, they approached me and wanted to go to war over some project shit. Everybody knows that shit. When I got packed out by some of the East Side homies, the first fools that came, because we're all from the projects, was a CCR fools. Hey, Sev, you good? We heard what happened. Ain't nobody going to do that to the project, homies. We got good relationships with them fools. Same for the north side too. I remember Sureños always getting mashed out. That was another say. Hell yeah, I'll give it props to North Denver. The only thing I say about North Denver, and I see it a lot now, is they try to combine. They was trying to combine the Norteños with the NSMs. We all know this. We all know this. That Northside Mafia, homie, they were original Northside Denver fools, bro. On their tens and toes, the Black Rag, homie, they were on their own shit. They were on original style. But I seen a lot of Norteños now, and I don't know if it's true because I'm not tapped in the streets right now. But I see the Norteños and NSMs in music videos. And I seen on the yard, homie. I'm not gonna lie, bro, sugarcoated for none. And Norteños, them fools got pushed off the yards and different things. A lot of it. The NSMs didn't have their same problems as the Norteños, but you think the NSMs rode for that shit? Because at the end of the day, homie, NSMs had their own problems, and NSMs were stronger on the yard than the Norteños. When they got rushed by Sureños and Buena Vista, homie, you think the Norteños came and backed them fools up because the Norteños couldn't even be on yards at that time. There was a lot of yards that Norteños couldn't be on, bro. NSM could be on yards. Yes, they had still some of the politics, but Norteño, when I first hit the system, bro, there was a no policy for Norteños. Sureños was telling Norteños you had to check off the yard, and I seen with my own eyes, bro, some of the Norteños go. There was only a handful of Norteños that pushed that line, bro. And once they got out of DLC, they had to get active again, bro. They had to actually stick fools and went back to CSP. 38 chubbies, yeah, my chubby boys, hell yeah. Fools cripping in Fort Collins. Damn, for real? Remember, yeah, I had said this story, Jess. I was in Bent County with the fool Dre Dog or whatever, and he's in the pod in Unit 4, and his face goes on the TV, and he's disrespecting Sureños, bro. And they rushed that fool. I'm talking about mixing that dude. They bashed this fool out. He tried to run for the door, and they pulled his ass back in the pod. Big, 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 and they demolished that fool. And it set off a big-ass fight on the west side of Bent County. They rushed the Sureños after that, but yeah, homie, that set off a whole thing, that Gangland episode. In the late 80s and 90s, there were not a lot of Sureños on the yard. Yeah, I did time from early 2000 to 2011, Marada. Seen some Damus posted up in the Tally and Foco. Dang, not the Damus in the Foco. Interesting. I wanted to just clear that up, bro, because some fool try to argue with me that Sureños and the Odies were the same thing, homie. I've been a part of the Denver culture and the Denver hood scene forever. I got cousins that are Odies. Shout out to my relatives, bro. I got actual cousins that are factors from Odies. And I used to be over there on 37th across the street from the bootleg, bro. I used to live right across the street. My auntie lives on 37th and High. She lives right by the bootleg, bro, across the street. And the Odies at the time didn't even really trip with the Crips at that time. They had ties. Some of them Odies had ties with Dog Cities because of some fool from Dog City Crips. They didn't even really trip at that time. I would go over there and I would be doing what I'm doing. They wasn't tripping like that, homie. That didn't come till after the 2000s and the later 2000s when them fools really started tripping. What it do? Ants was cracking with you, my bro. My cousin Momo from NSMs hated the Gangland episode. He said a lot of it wasn't right. I heard that too from my good homies from NSM. That would that changed my whole perspective too. Your relative, bro, changed my whole perspective of the NSMs and what they should be and how they should hold themselves, because Momo didn't give a fuck. Shout out, my bad for my language, but Momo didn't, homie. That was one of them fools that was gorillaed up. He didn't care. That fool kept it original Northside too. And it didn't matter when it got to cracking in Buena Vista in 2000, and it would have to be like 2006, around that time, bro. And the Sureños rushed. Momo stood firm on his tens and toes. He was bashing them fools, bro. And then he got set over there with that fool Fallon and all that fools Cheto and all that fools got sent when we were. And he literally was in the front line of that shit, right? He was putting in work. And when he got to where we were, we told the Sureños that they couldn't jump them fools, bro. We told the Sureños there ain't no jumping. My homie Ray Ray and them fools said there ain't no jumping. They had to give the fools the heads up because my homie, and this is around the same time that the homie from Pueblo, he got into it with some Sureño, bro, and they thought they were going to jump the homie, and we were on the yard, and even the white boys were in back of us, and they got it up. And my homie from Pueblo, he a Looney Ace Crip, boom, 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 boom. He gets the best of the fool from Sureños. And that was around the time Momo and them fools pulled up to the yard, and we had that fool's back to the fullest, bro, because he was just original and he was putting it down. Let me see. Believe it or not, in Arizona, there's a northern Sureño. There's northern Sureños. They wear brown and flag. I mean, I believe it because you have a lot of things. A lot of it's not to be told. You know, I never knew Sureños wore red. They got whole cliques of Sureños that wore red, that wear red. To be real, you got whole cliques of Sureños. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just seen that, and I know that's a fact now. That there's actually red rack Sureños, you know? I don't think there's ever going to be a blue Norteño, but ever heard of Haas from Deuce 9? Nah, I heard like my homies is Blazer. I got homies like SK, that rest in peace, Momo, Cheto, Pockets, Ray, Stevan, all them fools from Mile High Boxing. Those are all my homies, relatives, bro. I got some family like Mikey from UTAs, a lot of the criminals, homie. I know like bits and handfuls. Like I got relatives that are a part of the NSMs and the mafias, bro. Nutcase, you know what I'm saying? All them fools was real solid fools, bro. Like, you know, those was the riders, homie. It's the big G Rec, my boy. How you been? What's up with it? What's cracking with you, Brody? What's good with it, fam? All high salute to the homies. I appreciate everybody. It's the homie G Rec. Yeah, what's cracking with you, my bro? It's good to see you tapping in, my homie. Yeah, we just over here chilling, relaxing. People used to say Westside GKO were like Sureños. Nah, them fools original Denver fools, bro. That's another aspect, bro, is that them fools is my solid gangsters too, man. Like original G's, bro. Like we had a lot of ties with them fools, bro. Even us being Lokes and my homie AG and all them fools, we used to have the same kind of conflicts with some of the Red Rack fools. And that's why we fuss with them fools so tough, bro, because those was my homies right there. They was actually pushing the line. Damn, I didn't know that. I know that there was some CXIVs, Northern Cali, bro, the Crip Norteños. Well, Sureños, so many people got cracked at them courts. Yeah, real shit. Hell no, we were our own thing. Yeah. Nutcase, rest in peace. That's my rider, SK. Yeah, man, rest in peace, bro. He was a solid one, homie. Blazer, all them fools, man. My boy Nutcase in Fremont. Who little Nutcase or big Nutcase? Because I know big Nutcase, that fool actually he passed away, my bro. My cuz Ray, the barber from ECK. Hey, yeah, I remember them fools, the taggers. They was beefing, homie. I remember them fools was putting in work. I've been seeing you doing your thing, man. I appreciate it, Rada. Yeah, I don't know, homie. I just been chilling. Like there was some fools that were talking about Denver in an improper manner, and I'm like, bro, you don't even got the history right. I'm gonna have to set you fools straight. These fools be talking about our town, bro, putting some dumbass light on the town, and I'm like, bro, you don't even know what the hell you even talking about. Some Sureños from Cali who get caught up here run with the G's. Oh, damn. Okay. I never seen that, but yeah, man, it might be some new shit because I heard that the Norteños and Sureños on the yards don't even trip no more out here. They got a piece or some shit. Much love and respect. Bang, bang. You know what it is. Let's go. Is that the homie Reckless in the chat? Nah, that's the other homie, my homie. That's my other partner right there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Sureños and Florence now. I see. Yeah, but Florencia always had a little clique out here over there in Aurora, my homie Jess. But they're gonna have a clique because them Florencia boys, bro, they actually be breeding, homie. They got cliques everywhere. And I give, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my politic, bro, and that's not my politic. And I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but I give them fools actually, I give them props with the Coast Crit fools because they knew at the same time like there was too much bloodshed, bro. And they called truce. Now, if them hoods can call a truce and like have peace, I don't see any hoods out there that got beef can't come to terms for the better of their people. I remember getting stinky pinky when I was like, not the stinkers. Yeah, those was the solid ones though, man. Those was the riders, bro. My little story about the homie Nutcase, homie. Like my dude Nutcase from NSM's OG, Big Nutcase. He had a lot of love for the Lokes though. I pulled up to CMRC and he had major love for the major love for the Lokes, bro. And he was a solid one, homie. Like that fool, I can't believe he passed away, bro. He got into it with one of the OGs from 30 Gang, bro. OG from Treo from 30s. And they tried to kick him out the room, homie. They was trying to kick the homie out the room. And he went in there and he chunked him. He was banging with the homie. What up with him, Alradas? He was banging with the homie. And the East Side Denver, when they started falling in and had duderties on, bro, they started falling in. I said, man, they coming to East Side roller coaster this fool. I told Nutcase, like, I can't let them fools do that to you, bro. So they allowed him to get the fade up, and they didn't jump him or nothing, bro. But the other NSMs in the North Daniels that were on the yard, he checked them fools off alone because you know in prison when it goes, bro, your homies is supposed to be ready. Them fools didn't want no problems, bro. So I just basically was just like, he handled his business, bro. Damn, homie. The homie came in with hey, don't come in here with the shenanigans, bro. 420. You gonna get erased. You gonna get eliminated, bro. One of my mods see you. You're done data, bro. You just came in with the craziest wordplay and you gonna get erased. You ain't even gonna have no time to air. You're not gonna even be able to breathe on this chat, and you're gonna feel stupid because you're going to get talked about and you ain't even going to be able to say another comment, bro. What's wrong with your ass? Interesting, bro. Interesting. Lately, every NSM tag I see is in red. Yeah, because, I mean, they really actually had a, they really actually, I mean, I think they have a truce with some of North Daniels, bro, to be honest. My wife is from Compton, Cali. I always wear my throwback Denver Bronco gear, and they always keep it cool. Hell yeah, homie, there's some fools in Cali that represent the Bronx. What family from O's you related to? Joe, all the Garcias, bro. All the Garcias. My cousin Joe, homie, Marky Garcia, Bobo, all them fools, Dempsey and all them dudes. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Lil Katarina, she a old girl, you know what I'm saying? Serena's her mom, all the original East Side. You into South. Wow, let's take this fool out of here. Oh, you know what? What I'm gonna do right now, bro? Box State Business. I'm giving you a ranch, Marada. Add moderator, man. Can you get the? Can you bust on that fool? Can you hit that fool with the chip off, or I'm gonna give a couple more to Sam Mines, brother. Keep it up. You know what it is, man. He a freak, bro. He freak nasty over here. Hell no, that fool came in with he's 2025 gangbanger, bro. That's zesty. That's little zesty molesty over here. He over here came over here and seen what he liked, bro. And this fool started fornicating on the site, and now he about to get packed out, bro, and look stupid, all zesty down there, bro. Bitter beer face. What's wrong with this guy? What is going on with this dude? See? Man, y'all, this is why we need fathers in the house for fools won't turn gay. This dude right here didn't have a father in the crib, bro, and this fool over here gay, manifesting his love. Yeah, that's my rally right there, bro. Stevon and them fools, homie, little Ray and all them fools. Yeah, his brother, all them fools, bro. That's see. So his dad, homie, actually grew up with my dad, Kenny Garcia. His dad, Steve, and all them, Dave and all them, Stevon's pops. They raised us, bro. I was just living with his dad, Steve. Yeah, all them fools, bro. I know all them fools. They all box at Mile High Boxing. Lil Zesty Molesty, man. What's up with that dude, bro? He came in, did some gay shit. Talk about was the worst. For real, though, Rada. It was. That's crazy. Hell no. Yeah, but, man, see, you got crashed out, bro. What's going on? We might be cousins. I'm a Garcia, too, fool. Yeah, we might be cousins, bro. Garcia life, homie. I'm Garcia family. That's my pops. My pops is Garcia. That's my dad's side. But you know Denver, bro. Once you with Garcia or you with Cisneros, you were part of the family because we're all related somehow. Shout out to the Garcias, homie. One of the bigger one. And see that's why I'm saying I get it. I got love for all the Garcias because Eastside Garcias, bro. That's all the family. Like they deep as hell. So when you go to my family root, that's why when you hear me talk the Garcia side, homie, when you go to my family get-togethers, the reunions, you go to my family reunions, bro, you got every hood over there, homie. You got like Bloods, the G's. I had even some Inca Boy family, Odies, the Crips. You got, you know what I'm saying, some of the old school NSMs and the UTAs. I just found out my relatives is some fools that my cousins used to beef with, bro. What part of Mexico the Garcia from? Shit. I honestly, I don't know. I got to get that roots, bro. I'm going to bring that information, though, for real. But, yeah, so it's all Garcia family. I got to tap in for sure with that side, bro. But we're from everywhere. Like, my grandpa used to have some property in Mexico, homie. I forgot what part, though. So it has to be from that side right there. If you ain't never caught a fade in the Thunderdome and Building Gate, you ain't a OG. Let's go. Big. Let's go to the Thunderdomes. All straight Denver fools. Got hundreds of cousins. What up, fool? We got thousands of cousins, relatives, my homie. Yeah, no, that's what's up, my homies. Appreciate you guys, bro, tapping in. You know what? You got me thinking. I'm about to ask the relatives what part of Mexico, bro, because I'm telling you, homie, them fools actually was rooted. They had property in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see what they talking about. They trying to get rid of us, man. That's terrible, bro. What's wrong with these people? Damn, they trying to get rid of everything that's in the east side, bro. See what I'm talking about, bro? They be trying to actually throw the identity of the east side and Denver, period, bro, away, homie. They want to create and build a whole different aspect of things. Hell yeah, bro. I was a renegade with that shit. But yeah, I got love for the whole city, man. I got love for the whole city of Denver. Like we talk about it all the time, bro. Like the Box State business campaign in the community, it's all for Denver, homie. We don't even discriminate against Aurora or nothing, bro. Like all the Aurora homies, bro, all the Monballo, Green Valley Ranch, like everywhere in the Denver metro, homie. I got love in bits of parts because I stayed in some of the areas, you know. It looks way different, bro. The east side and the north side was probably the most regentified. What? How they doing our state like that, man? And I didn't recognize it. It's sad, homie. You go over there and you don't even recognize the community no more. The shit that got me, the crazy stuff that got me, my homie, going to Arapahoe Street and having roundabouts. You go on Arapahoe Street, you got a roundabout in the middle of the hood. When they made the park into one big ass park and they took that street, it's like, bro, damn, bro, where are we going? What are we doing now? They used to buy him up. What did they buy him for, fool? What did they buy him for? How Chicky 30s and ESOs be crossing out each other tags. Damn, so that's where them fools actually went over there. They went over there and started banging in Montbello. So this is why I said, homie, and it was not to disrespect anybody. My Chicky 30 homies from 30 block of Rapo Street, the ones that bang Crip on the yard, they pushed the politic to trip with who they were tripping with, right? There was never no Chicky 30 Crip that was around us, homie, that kept peace with anybody they was tripping from the streets. When they put the Denver card, the ones that were from Swansea, they started chilling with some of the oldies at an East Side table. And I was like, this is kind of incredible because the oldies and chickies, they usually trip. And I'm not going to say nobody's names, but there was oldies and chickies at the same table for the East Side. Now, my Chicky 30 Crib homies was never going to do that. They was never, ever going to do that. They were the ones that were tripping all the time. They were the ones that were pressing. So a lot of people knew the Chicky 30 Crips, and that's who a lot of people know. They didn't really know, like a lot of fools that you ask, homie, they're not going to know that there's actually two different cliques. There's not gonna know that there's two different cliques because a lot of people just kind of know Chicky 30 Crip. So they're the ones that had the face of Chicky 30s. And I know a lot of Swampton fools. Shout out to them fools. Shout out to the homies from Swampton, right? But they always get it misconstrued. Like the fools know Chicky 30 Crips. They know when it says Chicky, a lot of fools, even the black fools know Chicky 30 Crip. They don't even know there's a difference. No, it was, homie. I seen it. I mean, I definitely seen it. They were at a table together, East Side, and they didn't trip. But my Chicky 30 Crip homies, they were mad at that shit because it's like, bro, these fools got CKs struck out for Chicky 30 Killer, and you at the table with these fools. That's why that's kind of why them fools were mad. You know what I'm saying? Every Chicky 30 Crip that I ever came across on the prison yard that was still active, they were tripping. They were pushing lines. I mean, one of my main homies is out to this day, and he was punching shit up. Homie was out there punching shit up. He was in prison punching shit up. I like y'all set. Y'all go. Shout out to the homies, bro. Mall High salute. Shout out to the Radas. Shout out to my real ones, my day ones. Off Chambers and Andrew. Damn. So I didn't even know they was deep over there, bro. That's crazy. That's wild. I remember the Chicky 30 Crips never used to bang against all these. Damn. Ever since I was little, bro, they was like when the shit. Okay, so when the Chicky 30s from a rap hole block started messing with CCR front hoods, bro, because that was like one of the bigger gangs that they messed with, like definitely messed with, like tough. They had relationships. Rest in peace to the homie Chief Loke. That's when the oldies and the chickies used to start tripping. You know what I'm saying? Especially from 30 block of Rapo Street. The oldies had the Calvin Kleins. Yeah, I remember them when them fools used to bang Echo, homie. Eastside Crip killing oldies. That's what they were saying. We started banging with the oldies behind playing football. Damn. That's wild, mommy. See, you learn something new every day, my bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate definitely, you know what I'm saying, y'all pulling up and sharing. You know, a lot of people don't know, but Denver back in the day had a strong presence of Italian mobsters. Yeah. Yep. The homie always tells me about that shit too. And Pueblo, right? There was some shit in Pueblo too, right? A lot of the Pueblo homies in the mob too. And I guess they might have beef. Did they beef with each other? Because I know like the North Side had a big presence of that. And they used to beef, I think. A lot of us in the oldies are family. Okay, okay. Shout out to you. So I take it that I take it that you from Swansea, bro. Are you from 30 you from 30th in Arapahoe? I haven't, like, to be real with you, I only came across a couple of the homies, a couple of the Swamptons. A rip. That's what's up, homie. Shout out to the 30 block homies. Um, you know what I'm saying? I know that the Swamptons, homie, they kind of do their own thing. Like they're even like white rags. The Ladas, right? They're like white rags. And I know in prison they was messing with the Pikes and stuff, homie. They didn't want nothing to do with Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like they did their own thing, bro. To be honest, that's what they did. And my Chicky 30 block Crip homies, they was pushing lines, bro. And I even, to be honest, I backed the homies up when they started tripping with some of the oldies because they pressed them fools, walked up on them like, "What's up, cuz? It's Chicky 30 Crip. What do we want to do? Do you guys want to set it off? Because it's whatever." And some of the oldies were like, "Bro, we chilling, bro. We ain't even tripping really. We ain't even really tripping on that shit right now." They did beef. The guys from Pueblo. Yeah, yeah, I heard that shit, bro. I heard that shit. 30th, yeah. So, so yeah. The family, bro. I remember little Eric and all them fools, bro. Like little Bubba. Yeah, I know a gang of them little dudes, man. I used to with the Chickies and the Swamptons. Okay, okay. Shout out to all them fools, man. Little me, that's the rider right there. That's my little partner. He like this little bro, but he still go in. So yeah, like I was saying that one day, bro, my pops is Kenny G, bro. So I actually used to be over there on 30th and Arapahoe. Um, my pops passed away, bro, right there. My pops, man. But we used to be over Eric's house all the time. My dad had a good relationship with that fool. Yeah, that's the relatives, man. They used to be over little Bubba's house because my dad and his dad was like they grew up with each other. They grew up with each other, and my grandma Mary used to have a project house right across the street from Curtis Park, right across the street from the store right there. And my dad used to be over there all the time. So as a kid, as a little kid, I used to always be. I'm probably way younger than you, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I was a kid, a little baby kid, bro. Like all throughout the E. Are there any KBCs around anymore? Um, so when I was locked up, I ran into a couple KCBs. I mean, me and one of the KCB fools got down. We got down immediately. And then they was quoting fools in prison. They quoted some new KCBs. So they might have been actually putting fools back on their hood. One of my homies that was a Mexican fool, he gets into it with some fool that's from KCB, and they get down, and my homie get the best of him. And that was the last time I seen KCB, to be honest. Much love to the whole East Side from friends and foes. Yeah. Not definitely, bro. We feeling the most, bro. We do the aspect. We got to do it, bro. We hated by a lot of people. Yuck. KCBs don't put youngsters on no more like that from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean that was like the only interactions I really had with them fools. Because when I was doing trying, they put on that fool, and immediately he got down with the homie from 30s, the Mexican homie from 30s, and the homie kind of got the best, bro. He was kind of, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, doing his Dougie. Bing, 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 bing. And he got the best of that fool. I remember when the whole East Side was wearing British Knights. That was some OG. That's OG right there, right? I had a pair of some BKs, some British Knights. My shit was tight. They looked like Air Force Ones, and they had like some gray, homie, and some blue. And it was like the whole side of the shoe said BK for British Knight. I remember them BKs. I'm related to the Carmenitos. Okay. Out of the East Side boxing family. Dono and all them. Yeah, see, and that was another thing is too. a lot of the east side and north side actually had ties, bro. Like a lot of the east side had north side family. That right there, honestly, was connection more than anything. The east side and the north side, they had ties. You know, that's why I have relatives that are from the north. E was the E. In fact, Gangsta Nikes. Yeah, you remember them? You remember them back in the day, my bros? Hey, my homie, hey, were you one of the chapters that messed with the CCR stuff, my homie? Did you mess with the CCRs and shit? Is RGK a tagging crew or a gang? I see that. It's a tagging crew, but they operate more like a gang, my homie. Yeah, see? See, that's what I'm talking about, Marauders, bro. Like, I knew, and I always say this, bro, like them was the homies. That's why we had a lot of love for them fools too. Because we're on 27 in the rap hole, my homie. If you know anything about like my family, like from the Cisneros side, we're Cisneros, bro, and my family owned the corner store on 26 in the rap hole. Yeah, so the RGK fools, bro, they're like a tagging crew that acts like a gang. They begin active though. Shit, the tagging crews do more jumping in the hoods nowadays. Yeah, bro, I remember the EMS and Dub K fools, they was going at it. We still function together. Hell yeah, that's my solid ones. Those are some of the writers, bro, that actually showed a lot of love, fool. They was always, because we from the projects too, they was always just showing us love, and they all them fools represent Brick City. All the old army trucks. Yeah, that's the family right there. That's the family right there, bro. The Grandpa Roy, homie. Shout out to the family. 27 Arapahoe, homie, the family, bro. Like, if you know the east side, you know that comes from the 40s. 1940s, my family was in the east side Cisneros, bro. All the old army trucks. Yeah, they had the car lot right on like California Street too. Time Store on 27th before. Yeah, remember Ahmed? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. You only really know that store if you was in the east side back in the day though. That shit they erased the store. So if you're newer to the east side, you don't really know about Ahmed's and all that. Only the original east side remember that. What's up, lady? What are you doing, Queen? This is your kitchen. Make it. Oh, no, you don't have to be on camera. But everybody's saying hi anyway. Everybody's saying hi to Lady Sev. Yeah, I remember. There's one still left. I'm never going to eat spaghetti and mozzarella sauce while I'm sick. Yeah, they erased my store, bro. That my mom ran the store. Mama Bear, she ran the store. She's the one that was actually that's my grandpa Roy's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's pretty funny because it's pretty hilarious, bro. Because you know how you see them hood vlogs where young fools go into the store and they'll get stuff on store credit. My mom used to do that for the projects. Like, if she knew you and you were from the east side, like, she would actually give you store credit. She was giving people store credit back in the day. No, that's that. Oh yeah, right there. You see that? That's Lady Sev's favorite thing to cook off of. Oh, you're good. They sent us to Kennedy. I remember that, bro. Everybody was getting bused to Kennedy. The dang bus. But I had some of my OG cousins. They were going. So you know what school they had to go? They went to West High School. Huh? Fact, she would sell you 10 for 20. Let's go. If you was an OG from the east side and you came across Mama Bear, bro, she was hooking you up. My mom got in trouble by Grandpa Roy, bro. My grandpa for giving the discounts in the hood. And I was well, that was before my time, but when I was living on 26 and mom, I could remember they were having the burritos. They had mama's burritos and they would take it to downtown. My family used to sell burritos. And being over there, bro, at that time, the corner was wild, homie. That corner right there on 26, that was the corner. That was the corner to be at. Sorry. Oh no, you're good. That was the corner to be at. They had the payphone right there, bro. Remember, I don't know if you guys were around when the payphones were in the east side. You go to the corner store, and they used to have people calling in on the corner store, bro. The old school payphones. Did you have it in the west side payphones? Yeah. Damn, everybody had it on the payphone. Everybody had some payphones going on. Big Mario is like the biggest OG on 27th. Hell yeah, Big Moonhead. Shit, I had some days with Uncle Moons. He took me on a mission runner. He used to take me on missions when I was like 12 years old, fool. I'll be on a mission in Green, and he'll take me to Evergreen, bro, and then I'll have to get his ass, I have to get him back. Drunk. OG Mods like, let's go, nephew. I'm like, where are we going? You never wanted to get in the car with OG Uncle, bro. That fool would take you on a mission in another city, bro, and you would have to find your way back because this fool would be drunk at the end of the night. You would have to drive 14 years old back to Denver. Damn, so Grandpa Roy had the knockers, huh? Grandpa Roy had the mitters. Yeah, they like the history of my Gramps, man. That fool actually was a writer. Rest in peace to Roy C, man. I miss my Gramps, bro. Like he down there looking at the family like, dang. I just wish honestly the family, bro, kept the burrito factory going, man. We would have been set for life, or the mansion, homie, on the block, the mansion, we would have been set for life. We could all have the compound and sound burritos out the compound. Like, you remember that food that said the tamale kingpin? We would have burrito kingpin, homie, the burrito family. Hey, did you go to the Ticks? Were you over there at the Ticks with him? Because they used to always, oh, thank you. They used to always go to them little fishing trips. No, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, because last night, bro, that spaghetti and sauce, that's what was making me cough because I could taste it. I could still taste it. Yeah, let's go. So that's how you know you have a good wife. She makes you eat. You're like, nah, you ain't eating. Wifey's coming in like you're eating now. Manuel would remind me of when I had to help. Yeah. That's how it was, Jess. What up with it, Marada? How you doing, fam? So I take it, you know the family pretty tough, bro. You grew up over there or something by 26 and 27? My mom is Rhonda, bro. My dad's Kenny Garcia. Oh yeah, what's up, bro? What's up on some packages for the Christmas tamales? I need the Christmas tamales. Hey, my Auntie Angie, I don't know if you guys know my Auntie Angie. Shout out to everybody out there, man, from the east side all the way to the west, north, south. My Auntie Angie, my cousin's little Shelby, but they used to make tamales, bro. They used to make tamales. Some of the best tamales out there, too. We don't have that no more because they passed away, but. Let me see. I see you got that Bronco crock pot. Yeah. When we get to crashing fools out playoff time. So I got the phone set up on the air fryer too. Wifey makes the bombest hot wings. She kills it. Ask Bubs who is the tamale king. That's what's up. Hell yeah. What? Oh, thank you. Dexter Mack from CCR. They was Big Mario's little homies before Crip was in Denver. They worked at the corner store. Hey, my Uncle Mods, bro. That fool, I promise you, that fool he's a businessman to the foolish, but that dude done took me on some crazy stuff, bro. He was back in the day. That fool was fully active with Crippin'. I said, man, Big Mods, bro. Let me find out you was Keyway all the way, OG. I said, man, you got the traits of a loc, bro. And come to find out, this fool was OG. I grew up on 37th and Franklin. Shout out to the Trey 7 homies, man. That's what I'm talking about. If you get a 100 back shot, how many? Huh? I don't know what you're saying, bro. I was thinking about moving to Denver, bro. I heard nothing but good things. Hell yeah, it's expensive out here, though. You know what I'm saying? But you'll love it. You'll love it out here, homie. A lot of people do love it. Yeah, rest in peace to Miss Gloria. Rest in peace, man. It's crazy. You'll love it out here because you coming out here from where you are, it's a whole different ball game, bro. You'll love the weather, homie. Like, people fall in love with Denver, bro. Now, a lot of people moved out here. So they turned Denver into a different kind of city now, which sometimes it's heartbreaking because it's not the old Denver I know. But there's everything out here now, man. Like, everything's out here, bro. And they're building more and more. If you come out here, it's probably going to be after the Bronco Stadium, the new Bronco Stadium's put up. You'll love it, homie. Like, where they're building it, it's going to be a big old fan district. I'm going to holler at the homie. I just heard that today, too. Yeah, bro. He passed. She passed. That's sad. It's a sad situation. She's in heaven now, though. Dude, I would go to every game for the Nuggets and Broncos. Hey, they put in work last night, though. The Nuggies put in work last night. That's who I bought my Rapo True CDs from, Paul. They used to sound out the trunk, remember? Hey, productions, like, I go to games, bro, and I don't even go in the games. I just go tailgate, homie. Sometimes I don't even have a ticket to the game. I just go pull up and tailgate with all the tailgaters. Because the atmosphere is fun, homie. The atmosphere is hella fun. They did Joker Another triple, bro. He's a maniac. Joker's just a maniac. Shout out to the Pan Wall. Yeah, they bring in big changes, bro. 32 points. Hey, we're unstoppable, homies. Hey, shout out to my Colorado sports fans too, man. We unstoppable. The Avalanche, the Nuggies, the Broncos, we all on top of our divisions. They can't tell us none. Titletown, America. If we could get the Rockies to be a little decent, it'll be cool. Hey, Productions, you mess with the baseball? Or you just basketball and football? The Rockies are crazy, bro. Shout out to from Texas, man. Shout out to my Dallas homies. I got some good people I met over the years from Dallas. I remember a little Mario and Michael Paul playing on Herman Curtis Park football. Team got attacked by the Yellow Projects. Dang, bro, what happened? Them fools just came and rushed fools or what? I got to go kick it. And Eric, man, damn, that's tight. But that's how it was, though. The projects used to they used to be turned up, homie. The projects. Hey, I remember we were on 26 and my family used to have big old fireworks shows. My uncle Mario, he used to sell fireworks. He was the firework in the East Side, man. He was the man that saw fireworks in the hood. So we would have big old events with the family on 4th of July. That was a big function for my family. We would take bottle rockets, bro, and go to the projects and go marching, homie, and just be bombing on the other projects. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Yeah, I do. Honestly, do believe in Bigfoot. I believe in Bigfoot, Chupacabra, homie, Bigfoot. I believe in the aliens. I believe in what is that, Zeddy? I believe in all of it, homie. We could get on another conversation, but yeah, I believe in all of it, bro. I believe Bigfoot's out right now at the park. Nah, little Moz don't even stay out here no more. He comes back and forth though. They got a game tonight against who? Who do they play tonight? What up, Big Josh? What's good with you, my brother? Mall High Salute. What's cracking with it? They was driving back to the R, and on Colfax, they was hitting the Dog West Siders up with the East Side. They attacked like 16 little kids. Damn, where? What happened, man? That's why they just started beating up kids. Not the kids, bro. What's going on? Damn, they started coming over there with billy clubs. They still lost. Yeah, they did. But this will be the first time I ever say this. I need the Dallas Cowboys to come in a couple of weeks and beat the Chiefs. Oh, shit. Okay. Shout out to Michael Paul, man. Shout out to my family, man. Shout out to Bible, but still lost. Damn, they're gonna lose. They need to beat the Chiefs for us, man. Was my Sally? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my rider right there, bro. He was putting it down for a long time. He's an OG. He's one of them OG Mexicanos that kept it thorough and stood on his hands and toes, you know, in the pen. That fool's name rings bells in the hood, homie, as the Mexican Keyway. Fellas, okay. Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to you, man. I see you always showing love, too. I appreciate you, my brother. My name is Fellas, homie. Okay. Definitely. Damn, I need some tacos, homie. See, we gonna have to pull up to the homie spot, man. Hey, everybody, hey, what's the tamale spot, bro? Where can we get some tamales? Everybody in the chat, go show the homie love and pull up to his establishment and go buy some tamales, homie. We promote good business over here, man. We promote businesses, man. If you got a business, you want to promote your business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all Denver shit, man. This is like, man, show some love to the homies. If they got some shit that they selling, bro, go pull up to the spot, show some love, support. See? Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to go check you out, fam. I'm going to write that down right now because, man, I need a good tamale spot. I need a good tamale spot myself. All right, let me see. I definitely need I need to go eat some tamales, some good shit, man. That's the homies establishment. We gonna put his. I'm gonna promote your shit too, fam, for everybody to see. Yeah, y'all pull up, man. Go get some good tamales from the good people. Me and my wife might pull up this weekend for the football game, homie. Get some tamales before the football game. I heard there's a little presence of Florencia in 13. I'm not in the streets too much, my Rada. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I heard they're in the Westwoods. I heard BPS is over there too. I heard Florencia's by Evans, kind of by the Brandwoods. You know what I'm saying? I really like I said, I'm not really tapped in, but that's what I hear. Get at me, homie. We got love for all sides. Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah, homie. That's good shit. Where's Hey, right there, man. Y'all pull up to the homie spot, man. Go get some good lunch. You know, like we say, bro, like this is for everybody, bro. Like this Box State business community is for everybody. So I try to promote, man. Like if you wanna collab on some promotions, bro, I do it. You know, this is for all of us, homie. Box State business. You know, present your establishment, your food, your music. You know, it's all of us, homie. We make the community, bro. Like we only have each other. We only have Colorado homies. So what's up, Shy? What happened? Okay, 35th and Tion. Got you next time. I'm over there on North Side. I'm gonna check it out. We show our kids love try and keep them out the gangs. Well, that's kind of what we have to do as older homies, homie. What up? What up, big CPG? You guys gonna head bust them 49ers this week? I actually that would be the upset of the week, man. Yeah, to be real, bro, that's kind of like as us being older in our years and surviving this shit, homie. That's kind of what I try to do too, is keep people away from the negativity going down the road that we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that breaks my heart is when I see somebody I know, bro, and they end up and going into the gang life, and it's like, damn, only if they have somebody to actually run it down to them. You know what I'm saying? This is not what you want. Yeah, we do got Bronco. We do got some football though, Shy. We just need. See, this is the thing. I want the Chiefs to get knocked off for real, bro. Like, it would either way. Whatever happens to the Colts and Chiefs, it's a win-win for us. But I would always want the Chiefs more to be knocked off than the Colts lose the position to the seed. You know. Allow me. Duty calls, ask for me. I got you, Marada. Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you. So we're in a good position this weekend. Who do we go for? Do we go for the Colts or the Chiefs? And as a Bronco fan, I'll never want to go for the Chiefs. I don't ever want to go for the Chiefs. But yeah, that's about enough time for me today, my bro. I just had to come, you know what I'm saying? Come chop it up with the homie that he was arguing a little bit. And I just wanted to clarify. I wanted to clarify what was really the situation about if the East Side Odies, if they were really connected with Sureños like that. And that's just that, you know? What's up from Sacramento? I am a Raider fan. Definitely do not want to go for the Chiefs. Well, I'm probably the biggest Bronco fan out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely can't go for the Chiefs. Small high salute to you though. You know, Shoelace, if he ate cheeseburgers instead of chug alcohol. But hey, sub up to the channel, all the homies, man. Everybody that pulled up, go sub up to the channel. Even if you don't know, we talk sports. We talk about everything Denver. We talk about every aspect that's out there, man. We appreciate all the love, support from everywhere. And that's that, man. Mal, I salute. I'm gonna let everybody go. Have a good day. Hey, to the next one, man. God bless everybody. I'm gonna get at y'all.